Welcome to the introductory module of the virtual learning course on prevention and control of non-communicable diseases in Sri Lanka. Non-communicable diseases are the leading cause of death in the country for the last few decades. Cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, cancers, and chronic respiratory diseases are the main contributors to the NCD burden in the country. There are non-modifiable as well as modifiable or behavioral risk factors common to most of these NCDs. Unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, and tobacco and alcohol use are identified as the main behavioral risk factors. Prevention and control of NCDs has been recognized as a national priority. The Directorate of Non-Communicable Diseases of the Ministry of Health is the national focal point responsible for planning, monitoring and evaluation of the program of prevention and control of NCDs in Sri Lanka. This module will provide you with an overview of the burden of NCDs and risk factors, the strategies and implementation plans of the national program, and the organizational structure to deliver NCD services in Sri Lanka.
NCD Prevention and Control in Sri Lanka. This module intends to discuss the burden of NCD and risk factors in Sri Lanka, goals, targets, and structure of the NCD Prevention and Control Program of Sri Lanka. At the end of this session, you should be able to explain the NCD burden in Sri Lanka, describe the association between risk behavior, social determinants, and NCDs. Explain how NCD control in Sri Lanka is aligned with sustainable development goals. Describe the organization of NCD prevention and control program in Sri Lanka. Non-communicable diseases are the highest ranking cause of death in Sri Lanka. The main non-communicable diseases contributing to this burden are cardiovascular diseases, cancers, chronic respiratory diseases, and diabetes. Ischemic heart disease is the number one leading cause of hospital deaths in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has a rapidly aging population leading to worsening of the burden due to NCD. STEP survey was conducted in 2015 among 5,188 people aged between years 18 and 69 to assess the prevalence of NCD and their risk factors in Sri Lanka. According to this survey, 9.1% of Sri Lankan adults had a 30% or more risk of developing a cardiovascular disease in 10 years or had a existing cardiovascular disease. According to the survey, 1 in 4 adults have high blood pressure or were on medication for high blood pressure. During the survey in 2015, almost 1 in 4 adults had raised total cholesterol or were currently on medication for raised cholesterol. In addition, 7.4% had raised fasting blood glucose or were currently on medication for raised blood glucose. Most non communicable diseases are the result of 4 particular behaviors: tobacco, physical inactivity, unhealthy diet. Most non communicable diseases are the result of 4 particular behaviors such as tobacco use, physical inactivity, unhealthy diet, and the harmful use of alcohol that led to 4 metabolic or physiological changes such as raised blood pressure, overweight or obesity, raised blood glucose, and raised cholesterol. Nearly half of males interviewed have consumed tobacco during the past 30 days. However, only 29% of them have smoked tobacco. Of the males interviewed, one third currently have consumed alcohol within the past 30 days. A large majority of adults do not consume sufficient amounts of fruits and vegetables. According to the STEP survey, females were more overweight with BMI 25 or more compared to males. 1 in every 3 adults were physically inactive. Around 26% often eat processed foods high in salt. There are a number of social determinants such as education, employment, living and working environment, and food availability that influence the control of risk factors and contribute to the increasing burden of NCD in Sri Lanka. United Nations Sustainable Development Goals has 17 goals and 169 targets aimed at resolving the social, economic, and environmental problems troubling the world. These global targets were adopted by the 2013 World Health Assembly and covers a period of 15 years. Target 3.4 intends to reduce premature mortality from NCDs by one third by 2030 through prevention, treatment, and promotion of mental health and well being. The WHO has set 9 voluntary global NCD targets to be achieved by year 2025 to achieve the 25% reduction in premature mortality due to NCD by 2025. Sri Lanka National Health Policy has identified prevention and control of non-communicable diseases as a national priority. The National Policy and Strategic Framework for Prevention and Control of NCD, published in 2009, gives strategic directions for NCD prevention and control in Sri Lanka. The National Multisectoral Action Plan for the Prevention and Control of NCD from 2016 to 2020 has identified the responsibilities of different stakeholders in prevention and control of NCD in Sri Lanka. The National Multisectoral Action Plan is developed based on the global NCD targets and intends to achieve a 25% relative reduction in premature mortality from cardiovascular diseases, cancers, diabetes, and chronic respiratory diseases. In this regard, the country has implemented many evidence based strategies to address the main risk factors. Sri Lanka was the first country in Southeast Asia and the fourth country in the world to ratify the WHO FCTC in 2005. In 2006, the National Authority on Tobacco and Alcohol Act was passed in Sri Lanka. This act prohibits the sale of any tobacco product or alcohol product to persons under 21 years of age and the sales of tobacco products via vending machine. It also prohibits direct and indirect advertising and promotion of tobacco products. In addition, smoked tobacco product packages are required to have pictorial and text health warnings that cover 80% of the top, front, and back of packages and rotate every 6 months. Import and sale of smokeless tobacco, including electronic smoking products, have been banned since 2015. Duty-free shops at the airport in Sri Lanka do not sell tobacco. The National Policy on Alcohol Control, published in 2016, outlines the strategic framework related to eliminating promotion of alcohol, imposing sales and trade restrictions, and aims to achieve best practices of alcohol control in Sri Lanka. Several strategic initiatives have been undertaken to promote a healthy diet among the Sri Lankan population. The school canteen policy and guideline provides guidance on providing healthy food in school canteens. Regulations on color coding of packaged food for sugar, salt, and fat content is being adopted by the food manufacturers. National salt reduction strategy is being implemented in collaboration with many stakeholders. All Sri Lankans should engage in regular physical activity to improve overall health and to reduce the risk of NCD. The physical activity and sedentary behavior guidelines for Sri Lankans are published by the Ministry of Health to provide information and guidance on the types and amounts of physical activity that provide health benefits. Directorate of NCD has also developed disease-specific dietary and physical activity guidelines for people living with NCD. This slide shows the organization of the health system in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka offers free preventive, curative, and rehabilitative healthcare services through its public sector. The public health sector is organized in two streams: preventive services focusing mainly on promotive and preventive health, and curative services which mainly focus on outpatient and inpatient care. The preventive health services are provided through medical officer of health areas. The services are delivered by a team of field officers and led by a medical officer. Curative institutions comprise an extensive network of institutions ranging from primary healthcare institutions, namely primary medical care institutions and divisional hospitals to secondary and tertiary care institutions, with the national hospitals at the apex. The Directorate of Non-Communicable Diseases, Ministry of Health, functioning under Deputy Director General of Non-Communicable Diseases, is responsible for planning, implementing, monitoring, and evaluating the National NCD Prevention and Control Program in Sri Lanka. Medical officers of non-communicable diseases attached to the Office of the Regional Director of Health Services coordinate the implementation of the NCD program in the districts. Screening, diagnosis, treatment for NCD are offered free of charge at the point of delivery to everyone within the government healthcare system. In addition, people seek healthcare for NCD from private sectors such as private hospitals, private dispensaries, and general practitioners. NCD prevention and control activities in Sri Lanka are coordinated at national, provincial, and district levels. The National NCD Council is chaired by the Honorable Minister of Health and is convened twice a year to discuss policy level decisions related to NCD. The National NCD Steering Committee is chaired by the Secretary of Health and is concerned with multi-sectoral actions related to NCD. The National Advisory Board for NCD is a technical working group at national level for control and prevention of NCD and is chaired by DGHS. At district level, the RDHS office has a NCD unit which is manned by the medical officer for NCD. The medical officer for NCD coordinates the NCD prevention and control activities at district level under the purview of RDHS. This slide outlines the NCD care services provided at different levels of healthcare institutions. At the community level, provision of home-based palliative care is being provided through newly recruited public health nursing officers. The Healthy Lifestyle Centers screen people for NCDs and their risk factors. You will learn more about this service in Module 2 of this course. Medical clinics in government sector hospitals provide diagnostic and treatment services for NCD. Specialist led clinics in government healthcare institutions provide NCD care, including treatment of complications. To further improve the NCD prevention and control in Sri Lanka, any programmatic gaps should be identified and addressed. By reducing patient barriers to accessing care and improving the overall quality of care, provision for NCD in Sri Lanka will step towards achieving a country free of avoidable burden of NCD.